we're here on the red carpet speaking to the stars. We actually just spoke to Cindy Lauper for the Broadway Audience Choice Awards. Now, this is the chance for the industry folk to come out, have fun, and see what the fans are loving. Okay, now we're here with Wendy Williams, the host for this evening. Now, you're one of the busiest women in the industry, a huge TV personality, an author, and now you're going to star in Chicago. How do you manage it all?
I have a really good staff at the talk show and a really good family at home, and I'm in pretty good shape for an old broad of 48.
You look hot.
Thank you. And how you doing?
Boom. And you're hosting tonight, so what can you tell us about this evening?
Well, people will be having cocktails while I'll be announcing awards.
Will you be drinking cocktails?
So, of course. You know, I've got to lead the festivities. No, but you know, tonight is about the people, and the room is beautiful. I've already got a lay of the land, the tables and the background and everything. People should have a really good time.
Cindy, Kinky Boots, a big night for you. Everyone loves it. How are you feeling?
I'm really thrilled. I think it's so much fun. And, you know, I'm coming out, seeing everybody, and I think it's exciting. Who knew we'd be in the running like this? Oh, my God.
Tonight's all about the audience, the fans, and what they think. But why do you think this is such an important event?
Well, I think it's an important event just because of that. It's about the fans, and that's what we do our shows for, is for our audiences. We happen to have some great audiences at Motown the Musical, so we're just here for that.
And Motown, you're obviously working very hard, grueling schedule, but what is the most difficult part of being a Broadway performer?
The most difficult part, I would say, is the schedule. You know, 8 times a week, 6 days a week is pretty rough, but you know what? When you have great audiences that are appreciating what you do, every night is fun. So we leave smiling, and so do they. Obviously,
a Broadway schedule is grueling. You work like 6 days a week and crazy hours. How do you kind of balance everything else out in your life? Do you have a personal life?
I do. I think it's important for us to recognize how lucky we are. It is really hard. The stamina it takes, the training it takes is really hard. But at the end of the day, we're doing 8 shows a week, but we're working 3 hours a day, usually, playing make-believe. I watch an episode of Dirty Jobs when I get home, just for perspective, because it could be a lot worse.
Would you mind singing me some songs?
Okay. Stop the love you say may be your own. Darling, take it too, or someday you'll be alone. You better stop the love you say may be your own. Darling, look both ways before you cross me. You're heading for a danger zone.
I have to ask, I do have a thing for men that can sing. Would you mind singing me a line?
Of course. I don't like you, but I love you. Seems like I'm always thinking of you. Though you do me wrong now, my love is strong now. You really got a hold on me.
I just fell in love with him.
What do you want me to sing?
Anything.
Bought a coconut, I bought it for a dime. I said I had another one, it better for the line. What's the next line?
This is your first red carpet. You're the star of Annie. How are you liking it? You having a good time? I have to get a line from you. One of my favorites from Scar. I killed Mufasa. Can you do that?
I killed Mufasa.
Woo! That was creepy. I just got goosebumps.
Thanks.
Oh, I'm blushing.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you? What advice would you give to people out there who kind of want to make it in the industry? It's a tough one.
That's a tough question. You know what? Everybody has their own path. I mean, everyone here tonight who is a Broadway star, we all got here in different ways. You know, you can't just say, this is how you do it. But my advice would be, try to have fun on the journey. Because I took things a little too seriously, and I felt like I missed a lot of the fun of it all. And I wish I could go back and have fun.
And what do you do when you do have those flat days where you're like, I don't want to perform, I don't want to act, I don't want to sing? How do you kind of psych yourself up for it?
I do headstands.
Headstands, really?
Honestly.
Really?
Yeah, it rushes the blood to the head, and I just got to get a burst of energy.
And what do you do when you're kind of at the wings and you really just don't want to perform? You're just having one of those off days. We all have them. What do you kind of do to kind of get that energy?
I look out on stage and I remind myself how grateful I am to be in the Broadway show. I mean, this is my dream come true, so I'm living it every day.
Broadway is as high as you can go for a performer. You know, it's fabulous. People dream about it. What advice would you give to people struggling out there to kind of get that work?
Don't give up on yourself. If it's something that you feel you really want to do, you can't You can't stop. I've been in the business 30 years, and this is my Broadway debut. So it will happen if you think it's going to perceive, and you kind of need to love it.
Absolutely.
Because there's no point doing a job you don't like.